Hello guys, remember me? I'm Orbiter, your Welsh engineer, and welcome to Mind the Man part 28, a Kerbal Overboard and Deconstructive engineering. Yes, in this episode we're going to be continuing with our engineering of the asteroid base, Gophanon, the Welsh god. And if you remember in the last episode, I had a bad cold. I've still got a bit of a cold, got a bit of a cough and blocked nose, but it's not as bad, so yay, I'm getting better. However, we've got work to do. Now, if you remember the last episode, if you did watch it, then we had to get the space tug out to get this module over to the asteroid base, which is a bit of a pain because I forgot to put RCS on this module, on the rocket itself. Yeah, that's what happens when you get a cold. You forget things. We did try to attach an RCS tank to it, but we used a 10 load of RCS fuel doing so. Anyway, we've got the space tug on there. Now it's just to decouple this rocket. First off, get rid of that fairing, which made it look cool. And jettison it. And get it over to the asteroid base. Now, while we're doing that, and trying to deorbit this thing at the same time, I can go into comments, which I usually do. So, from Red Dagger Plays, love your KSP videos. There are all... Sorry, these are the reason I am decent at the game. Smiley face. I don't think I'm the only reason why you're good at that game. Give some credit to yourself. Yes, I can help people, and I put things into simpler terms. I hope I do anyway. I hope people follow my tutorial videos or think when I explain something. I'm not very good at explaining things. Anyway, well done to you. Keep on KSPing. Now we've got Drakes. Have you tried to switch on precise controls during MechJeb while MechJeb is docking to save moral propellant? Yes, I was complaining that MechJeb used a lot of RCS fuel while we're trying to dock. And yeah, that's a good point actually. I've never tried it with fine control. I've used it myself to make things a lot easier while docking, but not with MechJeb. I always assumed MechJeb done things automatically, so something I have to try. And from Logan Kerr. You are talented. This time I'm in Ireland. Yeah, are you English, I'm asking now? I'm not sure. Anyway, I remember when you said you were in Wales, now you're in Ireland. You're going all over the place. By the way, I would love to go to Ireland one day. I'm not sure what I'm going to go over there to see. It just seemed like a good idea. Anyway, let's get back to the comments. Have to click a page here. Okay, some from Gamer X. He says, no, they multiply like bacteria. And from Gamer X, no, they multiply like bacteria. And from Gamer X, no, they multiply like bacteria. Oh no, even the comments are multiplying like bacteria. Well, I had a cold. That's a virus, not a bacteria. But I get your point. Yes, even the comments were multiplying. Even the comments got a cold. He was sneezing the same comment out a couple of times. He apologised after anyway, saying that he didn't know why his comment repeated a couple of times. And I've done it before. I used the creator app, replied to comments, and some reason it done multiple replies. It may be because I tapped the button a couple of times or regged it. It could be something wrong with the app. I don't know. YouTube is broken. It's always broken. Okay, so going back to the video here, we've docked the module. This was going to extend it out a bit so I can get eventually to the other side and turn it over, well, just to get the other part. Anyway, look, I've undocked the probe. I was going to switch back to the asteroid base and do something, but I realised we need to deorbit this rocket, so I thought, let's do that, get back to the base, get the tug onto its perch on the other side of the asteroid while this deorbits. So I go to map view, off camera. I thought, oh, great, I'll stop the recording here so I don't jump cut. And I went back to the asteroid base after accidentally time warping, and the tug clipped into the asteroid. No, what's his name? I can't. Dudding Kerman was spinning out of control. He quickly hit the quick release hatch thingy majiggy, where he was launched out into space. But he was so disorientated, he could not activate his RCS pack. Oh dear, even the asteroid base is tumbling out of control. And I think Dudding had the keys for the asteroid base to activate the RCS and everything else. So I thought this would be an awesome mission to get him to get him back to the asteroid base. But whatever I did, I could not get in control of him. So yes, he was out of control. The asteroid base was out of control. Everything was out of control. I was out of control. My cold was out of control. But finally, Duddins gets his bearings back, and he sees that the asteroid base is hurling through space. Oh no, we have to go and rescue it. Oh, indeed we do. So getting his bearings, making sure he's on course, thrusting down with all the might of his backpack, I suppose. I was going to say all the might of a Kerbal can, I suppose. Kerbals being the rocket engineers they are, this is all the might they can muster. Now, the nav ball is an awesome function. Thank you, Squad, for adding that to the game for the Kerbals. It should have been done a long time ago, but here we are, and we've got it now. It makes sure that a Kerbal can go on course towards the asteroid base. The only thing I wish it had was more control over the Kerbal. Make it more like a rocket that you can tilt him and maneuver him rather than staying on the plane of the game, so like north-south sort of plane, wherever it is they use. Okay, we're coming into the module. You can see the module we've targeted. We're going to try and grab hold of the ladder on that while it is spinning. Well, I could actually go and time warp and freeze the asteroid, but that would be cheating, I suppose. Air quotes. Anyway, let's get this Kerbal on the asteroid base first. Okay, we're coming in fine control. And that's another thing, the jetpacks for the Kerbals don't have fine control. Why not? Yeah, it means that you thrust up, thrust down, and you find this slightly too much. See, left, right, up, down. Ooh. Come on, grab hold of that ladder, Duddins. Yes, he's done so. Go to the hatch, board. The module is full. Yes, it had to be. I had to pick a module which was full of Kerbals. Yes, Fora and Sean, can't you move? Can't you go to a different module? Let me in. It's not as if you're taking the entire space up. But I suppose procedures and whatnot say that more than two Kerbals can't be in the same lab because more Kerbals cause more destruction. It's to do with their large heads. You know, you're going to bump something over which will tip and cause a Kerbal to mutate and turn green. It's happened before. Okay, so I tried to transfer them across, but there's something wrong with transferring the Kerbals in this game. I'm going to say that the asteroid base is totally out of control, that the Kerbals could not get out to their seats. You know, they've been pressed up against their seats and they can't move, obviously. So we're going to try to go to the main module, the first one that came onto the asteroid. Will we make it? Yes, we can. Yeah, and we're boarding. Okay, quickly turn the ignition, switch the RCS and the SAS on. Not that we do have RCS on here now. That was totally all in the tag module, which is gone to bits, which has exploded. We'll say that it spontaneously combusted or something. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing I could do to stop the spinning was time warp. Yes, that's why I used air quotes, audio air quotes before about using time warp is a cheat. And look at that, we've lost a docking port on that science module. Excuse me, I said I got a cough. Anyway, so we're gonna have to do something about that. I had a plan, so I suppose we're gonna have to go to the vehicle assembly building, but first let's check to see if we've got anything in stock here. Ooh, and right clicking on this at this speed because the frame rate is now low on this base because we've got so much on it, and that's why I was planning on just having two arms go to the other side of the base and attach and leave it at that, because the frame rate on this is going really bad. I can't wait for version 1.1. Anyway, let's go and engineer a rescue mission and a new module. Okay, so what we're going to build by here is another extension module, but we're going to add some inventory to this. Now, just in case the Kerbals can attach these large parts, which I don't think they can, I think I tried before with a heat shield trying to attach it to another module. We also are going to put explosive in it just in case we can thrust it away with these separatrons. Ooh, yes, awesome. And then, well, explode it away from the asteroid. But I realised that module has no control, so we're going to use a probe core so we can have control of the asteroid, not the asteroid base, sorry. We can have control of that module. We'll get a Kerbal out to attach it. And, oh yeah, not forgetting energy, solar panels. Just enough energy to get it out of way so we can stage the thrusters. Okay, so that's done. Let's build a module. Okay, and I don't normally, well, I haven't been for quite a while building the modules for you guys on camera. No, I haven't, have I? I've been doing it mostly on the asteroid base. So this is a rare treat. This is me deciding what else shall I add to this. Yes, a hitchhiker pod. Some good bits of Kerbals in here. I decided to make it a bit longer than most of the other modules, which was a bit of a bad idea, as you'll see in a moment, as we assemble a launcher. Okay, and I'm thinking of using the 80-ton launcher for this. Excuse me, let me stop the video, and which I just did quickly. That was a quick cut, wasn't it? Yeah, also. Anyway, that was our 80-ton launcher. I'm setting it up, making sure the module's not going to wobble, so we do not get a flip over. And just set up RCS. Don't forget the solar panels, power first. I've done that before, forgot the power. RCS tanks, and the RCS thrusters. Whew, we've got everything on there. That means I can go to the next comment. From Stefan de Gast. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. Gast? Oh, I don't know. Sorry. I really like your videos. With your banana module. Smiley, laughing face. Yes. Oh, cheers, buddy. It's my first banana in space. From Josh Tab 2002, you should redo 10 sub special for 5,000 subs. Which I haven't got 5,000 subs yet. Yeah, I'm luckier. No! This is why you do not have large, long modules. And staging absolutely devastated it. Oh dear. And everything's broken inside, so recovery is no use. We're going to have to rebuild it and send it back into space. Oh dear, all that work. Months and months of work. At least the mech jet unit survived. And it's falling really slow. In fact, I think we'll save it. So save the mech jet unit and doing the launch again. While we're launching up. And yes, I'm trying another inclination burn. I'm trying a slightly different method this time. But it doesn't work. So I'm not going to share what that method is. So anyway, for another comment. Aljaz. Zadrzink. Sorry if I got that wrong, but there you go. I'm Welsh. Hello, this is my first time commenting, smiley face. You make the best KSP videos, questionable, but thank you. Could you change a asteroid base to a spaceship? If you can mine it and get ore, infinite fuel, keep up the good work, smiley face. Well, I'm afraid that the asteroids don't give infinite fuel, which is a shame. It would be awesome if it did. Yeah, and you see the inclination by here, it's not perfect. But never mind, doing the inclination changes while you're during launch is the best backup method. It's better than doing an inclination change while you're in orbit. So, I'm going back to the comment. You can't get infinite fuel from an asteroid, which is a shame. In fact, there's not much fuel on the asteroid, or not much ore. At least that's what I heard when someone mentioned it on Kerbal Cast. So yeah, a shame about that. And also the frame rate is absolutely horrendous. If I was going to do an asteroid spaceship, it would be a small asteroid with a few parts that would be basically, it'd be easier to use a rocket. So yeah, and plus it's even efficient because there's a huge mass on the asteroid. So those were things working against you? Nah. Okay, going back here. Now, I'm at an inclination if you look at the intercept angle, no, the relative inclination, which is 3.7 degrees, not percent. And so I worked out that you don't need to get a perfect inclination. You don't need to be close to 0, or perhaps 0.3 at the minimum, which is normally my goal. You can do the inclination change while you're doing your burn for your intercept. And I worked that out. That was about 30 up to, let's say, between 30 to 50 meters per second extra. It's hardly anything for a burn like that if you got the extra fuel. Yeah, so do the inclination change while you're doing your rendezvous burn. Okay, so also I have to note by here, if you look in the top left, 13 minutes and whatever seconds, yes, the game crashed. So the game crash was at the asteroid. So what I did, I used hyper edit because I had to go to bed at some point. So yeah, that's what I did. A little bit of cheating, I suppose, but I did get to the asteroid. Also, I did reduce the amount of fuel we had in the tank to make it fair, just in case something went wrong and I had to reburn and I didn't have enough fuel. But I always pack too much fuel. Yes, I'm not the most efficient KSP player, but I enjoy playing this game and the way I am. So yeah, but anyway. Anyway, another comment while we're trying to get this into position. We're not going to dock it, we're going to get it close so we can get Kerbal out to get the stuff out and get things, well, attached to the module we want to get rid of. Anyway, from Man's Guard Storm. Can you do a MUN base tutorial, please? It's a good idea. I have been doing MUN mining bases. I have to note though that frame rate does go low once you have a lot of parts in a lot of places, so I might keep it simple. Sort of like the basics, what you need to get into orbit, get into the man, landing on the man, and then doing precision landings that'll get you close to your other modules, so you can, I don't know, build your base. And Man's Guard Storm also said, another comment, where did you get the docking mod? Well, there's two mods. I'm not sure if you meant MechJeb for the automatic docking, or the docking port alignment tool. It shows you how to align everything up and dock, which is an awesome tool. The best thing that you could have in the game. But I also use the nav ball. You can get away with using the stock stuff, so it's not something you have to use, the mods. It's just something that makes everything excellent. Anyway, we have an engineer out on EVA. This one at a time we have Fora Kerman, who was part of the tug team, I think, for the tug module, but now she's been reassigned as a deconstructive engineer. Yeah, she's gonna try. We tried to attach the probe core to this module, however, it didn't attach. What was going on? No, it can't be. It appears we can attach the rocket motors. What do you call them? The SRBs. Yes, that's them. So thrusting this out of the way should be no problem. I tried a couple of tricks, like attaching the rocket motor, the probe core to the bottom, to the top. It looks like we can't attach things to the end, to the docking ports. But anyway, we got the timer, we got the explosives attached, ready. I decided as well, try to attach the rocket motor to the docking port, just push it out of the way. Perhaps we can attach it to the center mass in the middle and thrust it away like that. Hopefully it doesn't spin and come back to the asteroid base. But there's one problem. If you can't attach a probe core, you can't activate this engine. You see I've activated the timer. I thought, you could activate the engine. No, we have to get away. Quick, Fora, get away, quickly. No, can't activate the engine. Oh dear, what's going to go on? Hopefully nothing bad will happen. It's only one explosives. Oh my god. We've destroyed the entire asteroid. It's in bits. All those Kerbals, their lives are lost. Luckily, this is all going in Fora's head. Yes, I hit F9 reload. I'm not going to waste this pace. I spent too long at it. So yeah, we decide on a secondary method. Okay, we're going to grab that SRB back because it'll be handy to have, just in case in the future we want to do something similar. Go rocket sledding on an asteroid. No idea why I brought that up. But we can't attach this. I also tried to create a sort of like a mini probe under there to thrust it away. But time is getting away from us, so we can go to comments now. From Jeremy Stone, long-time subscriber. Cheers, buddy. He says, "You definitely have a cold. You heard it in the first sentence. Get well soon." And I am getting well. Well, in a week. Almost. Great video. Cheers, buddy. From Mike Shore, how about Starbase Zigzag Alpha? Oh yeah, I think that was on about the ring station. Oh yes. Yes, and the votes came in. It seems like it's going to be the ring station K1. I can't remember off by heart. But yes, sorry it's not going to be called Endurance. And you can see here, I've pushed this away. I'll let it drift away, then we're going to go to it and activate the explosives. Yes, that is smart thinking, Fora. That is why we use an engineer and not a pilot. A pilot would say, ooh, switch everything on. Go for it. Like a badass. Okay, so another comment from Joseph M. Got my asteroid in 4 days thanks to your tips. Just saw this awesome space game. It's called Space Engineers. Perfect for an engineer like you. Maybe you can engineer it out. Yeah, I've thought about that. And I may get to it at some point when I get a bit of time. I've also got Subnautica, so I'm going to be playing that before I go back to Space Engineers. But the Space Engineers are good planets, so I will go to that. Now let's get Fora into this module before the explosion happens. Otherwise debris will go flying everywhere. By the way, if you do this in real life, don't use explosives to deconstruct anything. You'll have debris flying all around your asteroid space base. And there it goes, disintegrated into billions of pieces. From the DJE, lol, I was the last comment. Yes, you were. That was because you were the last comment on there. I read them out in order, so yeah, sorry. From Starfleet 2360, the K could stand for either Kepler or Kerbin. Yeah, this guy was the one who suggested their ring station K1 or Kerbal space station K1. So yeah, I think they would call it Kepler, because I think there's a lot of debris around it after all the shenanigans we've had with it. From Kenny the Gamer, he said, my name by the way. What's your jib in real life? I think you mean job. Yes, I'm an electronic engineer. I will not go into details of where I work because I don't want any comeback from my employers and such. So just in case they do watch these videos. They probably don't. And from BK Legion 3000, I love watching your videos because you are an average KSP player. Yes, I am actually. I don't consider myself an expert, as you can see as we're flying away from this asteroid after trying to use MechJev to dock. I can try to do everything you do with about the same success. Scott Manley is great, but I can't do half of what he does. Yeah, he works things out on paper before he goes through everything. I don't. From Heretic 391, good KSP play by the way. Check him out. Interesting stuff. And from Nathco Loggy, hi Orbiter, I just want to thank you dude for amazing content you make. I'm addicted to this series because I learn, laugh and relax. Your videos are just awesome. You deserve more subs. Cheers dude. I wish I could have more, but I'm happy with the amount I got. I'm happy with you guys. From Ben Limick, great going Orbiter. I just watched whole series over a couple of days. You're really helping me out with my craft. And he also goes on to say that the largest rocket he's built is for a 122-ton payload with a 999-ton launcher. Bloody hell, that's huge. For a Mantag. Cheers for the series and keep going. I will. Anyway, guys, I'm Orbiter. Trust me, I'm an engineer.